Righty-ho. Now, I hardly have any battery in anything.
Cost of tax evasion could be being significantly underestimated. Will's got more on this. Will.
Morning again, Katja. Yeah, that's right. HMRC estimated that the cost of tax evasion, that's the illegal bit, illegal underpayment.
Why is the BBC so appalling? I mean, criminally so.
But now, the Commons Public Accounts Committee said that was likely being vastly underestimated.
What
and accused
is
HMRC of not being sufficiently curious about curbing losses. Dan Needle is with us, founder of the think tank Tax Policy Associates. Dan, morning.
Morning.
Not sufficiently curious, is that fair?
not sufficiently
Probably a
curious?
bit harsh. But the HMRC figures on tax evasion, they get them from random audits of business, and then they use
Right.
sophisticated statistical methods that have been
Getting
copied all over
to the
the
point
world
in a
to
moment.
extrapolate the overall level of evasion. And so it's pretty good when it comes to businesses that are doing a bit of tax evasion. Businesses that are purely fraudulent, on the other hand, it's a bit more of a mystery quite how much tax is missed.
Some of the loopholes that are named in the report, you've got the unenviable task of trying to explain these in the short number of
But
minutes.
this is
we've got.
serious.
But
It's not
Phoenix
funny.
Is one that comes
There we
up.
go.
I'll just explain that.
That's where companies
Phoenixism.
trade for a bit.
Right, good. It's over. Right. Phoenixism. Where companies trade for a bit, go bust, and then start up doing more or less the same thing in another name. Now, this is worth listening to, and I'll keep a recording of it. Why is the BBC criminal? And these awful young journalists, I'm sorry to say it sounds youngest, but these awful young journalists should be drowned. Because I know, as a bit of an entrepreneur in the mid-80s onwards for 15, 20 years, people have been phoenixing. That's people have been doing it since the dawn of bloody time, or rather in the modern era. Phoenixism. It's like, oh, we've discovered something new. And what the BBC journalists should be saying is, yeah, you wanker, we've known about this for decades. Phoenixism, in other words, spivvy, wow, look at my new business. Trade for a few years, get investors, and then go bust. Having bought yourself some boats and stuff and hidden them away somewhere where the, what do they call, the liquidator ain't going to bother to go and find everything that your business bought. Phoenixism's been around. I mean, it's massive. It's been around for decades. Your BBC journalist, oh, I've made some new kind of discovery in this report that this chap's put on 7:20 at on today's 12th of February, Radio 4. Yeah, that's why the BBC is criminal, because it's like they're all bimbos. It's like, oh wow, we've just discovered Phoenixism. And the journalist will be going and having coffee in the, now it went bust. It's probably Phoenixed, actually. I used to call the BBC, and the problem with the media, the Oriole Cafe in Sloane Square. He'll be, Oriole Cafe-ism. They all need to reserve the right to have their coffee in the very expensive Oriole Cafe in Sloane Square. He'll be having his morning coffee with his new girlfriend or whatever, or probably boyfriend, being as it's the BBC. And it'll be, oh, I did a really good piece this morning on Phoenixism. It's like no one's done that before. When his piece should be, rightio, Phoenixism has been around for 40, 50 years. Why has nobody ever even really spoken about it? No politician, no blah, 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 no journalists. Why aren't journalists properly looking into it? You know, it's the spivvy rich just taking the piss. Over and out.